Hello, it's Lisa. I am starting 100 pounds in 100 weeks weight loss journey. And I thought I would just do a quick introduction just in case you don't know my journey previously. So I am a mother of 4.
Hey Mom, I got a drink.
So these are my 2 youngest. This is Maya, she's 7 months old. This is, what's your name?
Levi.
Levi. How old are you, Levi?
4.
4. And then we have Eli and Enya, who are 6 and 8. Right now, I'm 240 pounds. And how I got this heavy is a lot to do with pregnancies. Especially the last 2 that had a big effect on my weight gain. But I have always gained 50 pounds in each pregnancy. And have had a hard time losing it with the last 2. So when I started having kids, I was 27 years old, I was 180 pounds, I was 30 pounds overweight, that being, according to BMI, which, don't get me started on that, but I gained 50 pounds, 27 years old, first pregnancy, ended up at 230 when I gave birth. Lost like all of that except 10 pounds, so it was 190 by the time my daughter was 3 months old. The reason I remember this is because we went to Korea to visit her grandparents when she was 3 months old, and I was 190 pounds, so I had 10 pounds left to lose. I never did lose that before I got pregnant with my second child when Enya was a year old. So I went from 190 to 240 in that pregnancy. Lost till I was about 212 in the first, 3 months. Just kind of fell off, didn't have to try to lose that. And then when my second child was 6 months old, I started doing intermittent fasting. And by the time he was a year old and we went on a vacation to see his grandparents, I was back down to 190 pounds. After that vacation, I continued to do intermittent fasting. So I had done intermittent fasting for a year and had lost 50 pounds. My lowest weight as a mother was 160 pounds, which was so close to like 10 pounds away from a healthy weight. And then I went off intermittent fasting because I was tired of it. And I gained 15 pounds back, so it's 175 pounds, and got pregnant with my 3rd child. Going into my 3rd pregnancy at 175 pounds, which was 5 pounds lighter than I had ever gone into pregnancy before, I felt confident that I would not gain, as much weight. And I tried really hard not to gain very much weight, which worked for, the first 2 trimesters. And then I got into my 3rd trimester, and it was 2020 with COVID. So for whatever reason, I gained a ton of weight at the end. So I ended up gaining 50 pounds again that pregnancy. And to make matters worse and make me more frustrated, I never lost any weight after giving birth. So I was stuck at 220, and then even between 220 and 230 for like a couple years. After having Levi, which was very frustrating and very discouraging and angering, and made me so angry because I couldn't figure out why. I didn't think it was fair. It didn't make sense. The calories in, calories out, or slowly working on it never did anything. The only way I figured out I could lose weight was no sugar, no flour, and I couldn't maintain that very long. I think I did it like 3 weeks, and that's as much as I could do. So I ended up going on Saxenda, which is a weight loss drug similar to Ozempic, and I lost 25 pounds doing that, and then I wanted to go off and try to continue losing weight on my own. I couldn't continue losing weight on my own, but I had maintained the 25 pounds, so I was sitting at 200 pounds at that point. And then I got pregnant accidentally with my 4th baby. So I gained another 50 pounds and lost 10 pounds after having her. So I'm sitting now at 240 pounds and I'm ready to lose 100 pounds. Do I believe I can lose 100 pounds? Not really, because of that experience with after my third pregnancy and having such a hard time losing weight. I don't really believe my body will let go of fat, or I can maintain habits that are going to work to get the weight off. But I do believe that eating vegetables and exercise and sugar reduction are the three things that I need to focus on to be healthy. And if the weight loss doesn't come with those, if I can just get better habits, more consistent habits, I'm winning. Even if no weight is lost, I'm still winning if I can figure out how to get a life that has those healthy habits in it more. I'm going to focus on doing that. So one of the main goals is I'm trying to run 5K because I'm trying to make exercise more than just about weight loss. And I feel like having like a fitness goal is more motivating, more exciting, and I can see the gains in like me getting faster times and longer distances and stuff, and not just looking at the scale and never seeing results. That's why I'm focusing on trying to run 5K. For the food goals, I am going to try to do intermittent fasting. The intermittent fasting that I did previously is 8-16, so you're eating only 8 hours a day, which basically I'm cutting out breakfast, which is good for me because I can't figure out how to want to eat high protein, low sugar breakfast. I just want to eat high sugar, low protein breakfast. So I think it's easier for me just to cut out breakfast altogether. So that's my plan with intermittent fasting. I also feel like intermittent fasting can be used probably as like an anorexia kind of tactic, but for me, I have never struggled. I don't have that struggle. I will never become anorexic. I will never limit myself too much with food, but I think it is a helpful tool for an overeater to reduce snacking and focus on meals. So lastly, I'm going to focus on trying to drink water. I think I'm going to go with like 4 of these a day for now, because this is a bottle I have that's 600 milliliters times 4. That's what? 2.4 liters. I know I could probably up more than that, but I don't want to go crazy. That's the goal going forward. I'm gonna, like I said, I think it's actually better if I'm achieving those habits consistently than if the scale is going down, because I think the scale is only a side effect. It's not the main, it should not be the main priority. I think it's the side effect. And if I'm doing all the healthy habits consistently, the weight should come off. Excited to start sharing with you. See you next time in week 1. Bye.